Hello and a very warm welcome to all students of the Europe Hotel School. My name is, well, you can think of me as your Hotel AI expert, and I'm really excited to be here with you. Today, we're going to unpack a concept that's absolutely critical in modern hospitality, something that touches everything from your revenue to, most importantly, your relationship with your guests. We are talking about rate parity. All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at a problem every single one of us has seen. The modern price dilemma. Then, we'll get into the solution, which is really understanding what rate parity is. After that, we're going to talk strategy, how to compete with value, not just price. We'll cover how to manage all this effectively. And finally, we'll tie it all back to what this business is really all about, building trust.
So first things first, the modern price dilemma. Now, for just a minute, I want you to take off your future hotel leader hat. Let's just be a regular person excited about booking a vacation.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You find what looks like the perfect hotel. You're just about to click book, but you think, let me just check one other site. So you open a few tabs and boom, there it is. The exact same room for the exact same dates, but with different prices. That little moment of confusion, that feeling of, hang on, what's really going on here? That is the problem we're here to solve.
In the industry, we call this channel conflict. And you know what? It's an absolute trust killer. Right out of the gate, it makes a potential guest suspicious. They start thinking, which price is the right one? Am I about to get a bad deal? And that doubt, that friction, it's the complete opposite of the seamless, confident experience we want to provide.
So, how do we clean up this pricing chaos? Well, the answer lies in a fundamental principle you'll live and breathe in your careers, rate parity. This is how we bring back sanity and clarity.
So what is it exactly? Put simply, rate parity just means that the same room, for the same dates, with the same rules attached, has the same price everywhere. It doesn't matter where the guest finds you, the price is the price. It's about being clear, honest, and consistent.
And this is where it gets tricky, because we're not just talking about your website versus one big online travel agency. We are talking about a huge complex ecosystem. You've got your own website, you've got multiple OTAs, you've got meta search sites like Google, networks for travel agents. All of these different places need to show the exact same price in real time.
Now, this brings up a really important question, right? If the price is the same no matter where you look, why on earth would anyone book directly on your hotel's website? The answer is not to break parity and secretly offer a lower price. No, the winning strategy is to compete on value.
Think of it like a fork in the road. Down one path, you can just cut your prices. But that road leads to a race to the bottom, it damages your brand, and it really annoys your partners. But the other path, that's where you add value. That's how you build real loyalty, encourage those valuable direct bookings, and keep your brand strong. It is, without a doubt, the only way to win in the long run.
So what does this value actually look like? Well, it's about giving people a reason to book with you directly. Think about it. Maybe you offer a free welcome drink, or you give them a more flexible check-in time. Perhaps it's exclusive access to the spa, a better chance at a room upgrade, or extra points in your loyalty program. The price of the room hasn't changed, but the experience they get is suddenly so much better.
Okay, so we get what rate parity is, and we know why it's so important. But how do you actually pull it off? This isn't something you can just hope for. You need the right game plan and the right tools.
Honestly, in today's world, technology is your best friend here. A channel manager is basically the central nervous system of your pricing. Imagine a revenue manager trying to log into a dozen different websites to change one price. It's impossible. Instead, they make one single change in their main system. The channel manager then blasts that update out to every single channel, instantly. This is what makes real-time parity possible and cuts out all those little human errors. But look, technology isn't a magic bullet. It's just one piece of the puzzle. To really manage parity well, you need three things working together. First, yes, the right technology, your channel manager. Second, a smart strategy, where your revenue managers are using data to make smart pricing decisions. And third, great communication. You need to have strong, open relationships with all of your partners. You need all three pillars to be strong.
So, let's bring this all home. Because the tech, the strategy, the value adds we talked about, they're all serving one ultimate goal. And that's to build the most valuable asset you will ever have in hospitality, guest trust.
At the end of the day, trust really is everything for a successful brand. And having rate parity is a powerful signal. It's a non-verbal way of telling every potential guest, We respect you, we're being transparent, we're professional. It's a promise that you're playing fair.
And remember, this is about so much more than just numbers on a screen. When your pricing is consistent, you're making the entire booking process easier and less stressful. You're getting rid of that confusion we talked about, and you're building the kind of confidence that turns someone who books with you once into a loyal guest for life. So I want to leave you with this one question to carry with you throughout your careers. As you become leaders in this industry, always ask yourself, is our pricing strategy building trust or is it creating confusion? Because how you answer that question will ultimately define the success and reputation of your brand.